Oh my gosh, what are you? Oh, so that's what I looked like before digivolving. Hi, little Botamon. I'm Koromon, and we are digital monsters. Or just call us Digimon. What is a Digimon? I thought I was just a pet. Well, we are. Do you want me to tell you a story about Digimon and virtual pets in a nutshell? Why do I have to be in a nutshell? I was just in an eggshell. Everyone's a comedian. Well, do you? Yes, please. It all started roughly in 1997. Bandai created Digimon in response to another popular product of theirs called Tamagotchi that was designed for girls. Digimon were marketed more to boys with their monsters characters. Let's take a look at what we first looked like. Wow, are those dots me? Yes, that is you and that is me. From that point on, you could evolve or digivolve into different creatures. But for the sake of time, let's stick with one of the more popular and recurring characters, a small yellow dinosaur named Agumon. From Agumon, you could change into 2 evolved levels. But the second level needed you to connect to another Digimon virtual pet toy to fight. If you won enough battles, there was a chance that you could digivolve. In a way, you had to sacrifice the chance of digivolving to one of the other toys. Also, the chances to change were stacked against you. That doesn't sound fun. Yes. That's why in 1999, the next wave of Digimon V-Pets, called Digimon Pendulum, introduced a new way to digivolve called jugressing, which is a combination of the words joint and progress. Players were able to digivolve into another level by just meeting. Is that us again? We look different. No, we weren't in it, but Agumon was in it. He was in a special one where he could jugress with one character and go an extra digivolved level. He was called Omegamon. Sometimes he is called Omnimon. Wow, that's cool. He must have been super powerful. We still look like ink dots though. Well, that changes in 2002 when the Digimon Pendulum Progress came out. Here's Agumon again with a lot better dot matrix. The only difference is that only the last in the series allowed the player to change into that super powerful Digimon. So if Metal Garurumon X fought our friend War Greymon and won, only Metal Garurumon X could change. That sucks! Yeah, but in the next V-Pet that came out in 2003, it was a little different. It was called Pendulum X, and even Agumon became Agumon X, with slight changes to his picture. To change to the super powerful level, War Greymon X had to eat a special item. The last one in the series introduced something called Blast Evolution, which temporarily allowed some characters to digivolve during a fight. That's neat! The next V-Pet, the Digimon Accelerator, that came out in 2004, used that even more by having some characters change into stronger versions of themselves during a fight. Here, there were 2 ways to evolve into an extra stage. One was to jugress to special characters, but to get Omnimon, the player had to fight a Pendulum X 10 to 20 times. Wow! Then, in 2005, with technology having gotten smaller, a mini version of the Pendulum games came out called Digimon Mini. Jugressing wasn't used, but you could change to Omnimon under the right guidelines. Unfortunately, just like the Pendulum, you had to sacrifice the chance of evolving to another toy. Ah, but at least we came back. There I am again. Did you know that since 1999, there was a cartoon based on these virtual pets? Most of the LCD toys about these cartoons were not virtual pets, except for the one from 2006. It was called Digimon IC, and the last one in the series was called IC Burst. Agumon returns, and so do we, but his evolutions are slightly different. The last one in the series allowed all players to do something similar to the last evolution called Burst Evolution during a fight. The most notable one is Shining Greymon Burst Mode.
Wow, I like how the images of us start small, but noticeably get bigger.
In 2007, to celebrate 10 years of Digimon, the Digimon Twin was made. One was dragon themed and one was wolf themed. There was a fun gimmick of having them connect and eat or train side by side.
That's cool!
The last virtual pet so far is the X-Cross Mini. Here, evolutions took place depending on who you fought inside of the game. Outside fights with other mini toys didn't really add much to the evolution factor. The player starts off with Greymon, but if he fights me, for example, and wins, he can change into Koromon. There weren't evolution levels like before, but the X-Cross Mini was still a fun virtual pet.
I'm sleepy.
That's okay. Take a nap and you'll evolve soon. Hope you liked the story.
I did. Thanks.
I hope you did too out there. And I also hope to work for Bandai one of these days. But dare to dream.
Bataman, Digi-What, Anima.